Greetings, everybody. Today I'm going to talk to you about the 15 reasons why I fear my own people. That is, I fear my own Black people. Number one, they act like other Black people, or they see each other as their enemy instead of seeing each other as a friend. Number two, they will carry out wicked acts against each other without pause. Before you can blink, they will cut your throat and turn around and blame you for killing you. Number three, they sold and continue to sell their own people into bondage. I never used to think that this is true, but this is manifested in this day. Take a look at the African nations around the world. Take a look at our leaders. They have sold our land, sold our wealth, sold our heritage to other people. They are willing, there are few who are willing to take the wealth of the African people and sell it to other persons and stand by and watch those individuals massacre their own people. Take a look at what's going on in Sierra Leone with these people who are dying. These governments across the African continent, they're evil. They are their own worst enemy. Number four, they don't seek power for everyone. Few seek power for themselves. But the average Black person don't seek power. They seek attention. Number five, they don't protect or preserve or secure or honor the heritage of their forefathers. Many African people across the world will gladly defend the legacy of other people, even as they dismiss their own. Six, they will kill another Black man quicker than someone who will openly tell you that they are your enemy. So the person who comes out and say, I am your enemy, I'm the enemy of Black people, will sometimes be a little less callous than sometimes our own people. Number seven, they don't want their own people to prosper, and they will join with others in destroying their very own. Look around the world where Black people are and watch. There's always someone who is willing. There's always someone who is willing to lead your enemy to you. Number eight, some see no value in themselves. Therefore, they cannot see value in other persons who look like them. And in cases when they're able to see value in another human being, another Black person like themselves, oftentimes that value has a monetary value. And for a brief moment, they will temporarily set aside their ill feelings towards their own people when money is involved. And even then, it lasts. That kind of loyalty does not last very long. Once that money is removed, they will no longer see you as worthy. Number nine, their suffering is prolonged because they refuse to form strong communities. Out of fear for their own people, they will then sacrifice themselves. So even though they should be fearing the enemies, the one who are really pitting them against each other, they don't. They often join forces with their own enemies against each other, sacrificing themselves and their own people. Number 10, we use money as a weapon against our families or friends. We use money to destroy instead of build. We use money as entertainment as opposed to nation building. We use money as a kind of tool that render our own people weak, a kind of tool that is used to destruct or destroy what we and so many have worked hard to build. 12, people can earn our respect when they treat us like garbage. The worse we get treated as Black people, the more respect we show to those who treat us terribly. And when we show our own people that they have value and try to be respectful, the very few persons who are able to do that. When we show that we value each other, when we show that we have commitment to building our communities together, individuals will reject you and hate you in our community. 13, Africa, which is supposed to be our motherland, is a source of shame for those who live on the continent and those who are abroad. So whereas every other nation, Arabs or, Jewish people or European people or Indian people or Asian people of all areas, geographical location, whereas they see their homeland as something to be proud of, something to build, we are often ashamed of it, whether we are on the continent or not. Many people on the continent of Africa are seeking ways out, not because they're suffering, but because they see other places as better than where they come from. And once you can't be proud of your heritage, the land where your forefathers come from, understanding that we are one people regardless of where we're born or where we find ourselves, until we can do that as a people, we'll always be divided, always looking for an excuse, always looking for the opportunity to destroy yourself and each other. 14, as African people, we make excuses about why we are not great, when it's very evident before us that when the opportunities come for us to be great, we refuse to stand together, band together as a people. We are always willing to tear each other down, always prepared to sell our brothers and sisters to the enemy. Instead of using the lessons of our past, not to make us angry, but to make us stronger, like our Jewish brothers and sisters in the world, they use the things that happened to their foreparents as a lesson, an opportunity to build their nations together. Instead of empowering ourselves, we surrender that power and expect to gain freedom. Can I repeat this one? Instead of finding ways to empower ourselves through community building, loving of ourselves and loving each other, we surrender our power and then we expect to gain freedom. See, the freedom is not about just the ability to move around, but it's what goes on in our mind. Until our mind is free, no amount of physical freedom will help us prosper. And more than anything else, 15, I'm afraid of Black people because we are our worst enemy in every regard. We see no value in self. We don't see any value in others that look like us. We are willing to forgive other folks, but we are not prepared to forgive our own. We see each other as unworthy, and everyone else is worthy. As Black people, until we understand that when we come together, when we build together, we'll be great. We'll continue again. We'll continue to be pariahs in this world. I fear Black people, not because they're more evil than other people, but because of the evil done to them and the way they have processed that evil and the commitment they have to destroying themselves and each other makes me know that I am safer, even with someone who comes out and tells me that they are my enemy, rather than individuals who hate themselves. Because until you love yourself, until you have value in yourself, until you understand the importance of building together as a people, you are someone that I should fear. Be blessed, everyone.